This one is between Epstein and Bannon, and he's talking about, okay, the subject matter is the most powerful U.S. group, much stronger than the military. I'm resting with how you get these guys on your side. You want disruption? Wow. That's from Epstein to Bannon. They all need the China speech as they are enamored with the size and naively do not recognize the ruse. Bannon, do you know these guys? Epstein, some of the founders and organizers, they're the most dangerous force in today's society. All caps, by far. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Bioweapons. What other 60-year-old tech frightens you? Space frontier? Can't operate without software. Bannon, this group, most dangerous? Question mark. Wow, you know these guys? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What's the 20K reference? Do you think I could get an invite to speak? Epstein to Bannon. There are 20,000 hackers showing up at the same place. They will be sharing ideas on hacking crypto exchanges, voting booths, medical records, crypto wallets, denial of service attacks, competitions as to which team can break a secure code, a Jeopardy-style competition, rebreaking phones, networks, hacking self-driving cars and planes. Bannon, get it. Marjorie, what kind of evil is this?
So, that there was a conversation from the files dated July of 2018. Now, I want to quickly go into that conversation, but before we do that, let's profile this guy here, Mr. Steve Bannon. Who exactly is this guy? Well, Steve Bannon was the previous White House chief strategist, and he is most definitely not a good guy. He's a bad actor. And I know that usually we don't judge the book by its cover, but in this case, yeah, we have to call it as it is and as we see it. If it walks like a duck, yeah, in this case, definitely, this applies. Now, in the past, he received several indictments, and I believe he was convicted in one of them. Yeah, I believe that he pleaded guilty in connection to something having to do with the border wall, some type of border wall fraud, I believe. But yeah, not only that, Mr. Bannon here had created this cryptocurrency that was called FJB, I think. Yeah, you guys don't want to know what it means. Some of you guys already do, but yeah, he apparently created this cryptocurrency, which turns out to be like a rug pull. No surprise there. A lot of people have invested in this cryptocurrency, and he rug pulled the lot of them. He made millions, and just recently now we have a lot of people filing for a lawsuit against him and trying to sue him, you see, because of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that they've all lost. And this is just recently, I just saw it in the news. So it's definitely no wonder why he's so snuggled up to Peter Epstein. You know, from my observation, this guy is like the character in a movie that works for and serves the main villain and wants to be like him. A guy who's very skilled in subterfuge and misdirection. A guy who portrays himself to the people as something which he's most definitely not. So now, let's quickly scan over this conversation that they both were having back there in 2018. Now, from my observation as well, it appears as if this short conversation that they were having at this specific time was some type of de-measuring contest, if you guys know what I mean. Yeah, it appeared to be some type of power flexing between the both of them. Because at first, Bannon told Peter Epstein about a US group which is more powerful than the US military. And then Peter Stein basically replied, he went on to tell Bannon that he's basically in affiliation with the most dangerous group that is in society. And then he adds, by far. Now that by far there, from my observation, is like Peter Epstein asserting his dominance. Like he wants Bannon to know that, look, you know, my affiliations are more powerful than yours. And each time that they make their remarks, it is being followed with by a wow, which I find to be very, very funny. So they're like basically, in a sense, stroking each other's egos, I guess. And that's the psychology behind it. It's some kind of a power move by both of them. It's almost as if both are trying to impress each other. But anyhow, Banon further went on to ask Peter Epstein if he could be invited to speak there after Peter Steen had, told him about his affiliation, connection, or knowledge of these very influential, these very powerful and dangerous people. Now, from other materials that was found in the files, actually a text message, we get the understanding that Banon greatly admires Epstein. In one of the interactions that they had, Banon actually responded to what Epstein had said to him, that he was a god. So it was clearly shown right there that he greatly admires and looks up to Epstein, and potentially, like I've mentioned before, he wants to be just like him. So later Epstein went on to tell him that he's going to an event which will be held at the same place, which kind of indicates that he has been there before, or to somewhere like it, where there's going to be a lot of people contending to win prizes for being the best at hacking various things, guys. Now, this, in my understanding, appears to be, because it can't be your normal hackathon. In my understanding, and from what I'm looking at, it appears to be some kind of clandestine event, or basically some kind of shopping mall for, I'm not going to call them criminals because they may not necessarily be criminals yet. They may not know at the time that they're going to be hired to break the law and to literally become criminals. So it may be this clandestine meeting where he mentioned 20,000, that's a lot of people, guys. I mean, 1,000 people is a lot, but 20,000 hackers, that's just insane. So this place, I believe, is some kind of clandestine. It's under the radar. It's not public, where these high figures go to purchase or to bolster their criminal enterprise. Because this conversation was just in 2018. And I'm pretty sure that before then, long before that, Epstein was already in his wrongdoing and had his criminal enterprise. So he was telling Bannon that these hackers, they're going to be tested in hacking cell phones. So all of these things that he's listing out, I'm pretty sure that they have already executed these things. He mentions that they're going to be coming up with ideas and they're going to be tested on which one of them can hack the best, which is to hack self-driving cars. So in recent years, if you've known of anyone that have been unalived in their self-driving cars, there's a possibility that this guy here knows something about it. He may not be directly involved, but he may know about it somehow. But not only that, the cryptocurrency exchanges and the crypto wallets, this guy may very well know about cryptocurrency hacks that have been going on in just recent years, or cryptocurrency wallet hacks, and there have been so many, guys. You can't even count the amount of hacks, cryptocurrency exchange and wallet hacks that we've had in recent years. And there's a very high chance, considering who this guy is, a very high possibility that he has something to do with it, whether directly or indirectly. Peter Steen knows something about what has occurred in regards to these hacks that have been going on. Because why else would he be going to an event like this? A guy like this, why else? Just think about it for a second. Why else would he be going to an event like this, a clandestine event like this, except to recruit and to add to his enterprise? So that's what I think. He also mentions voting booths. Now, I'm pretty sure that any of you guys out there that have just done a little bit of research, you know, even as I do, that they've carried this out in the past. In previous elections, they have tampered with the results. And that is a no-brainer. And that's why he's also mentioned that here as well, because they're able to do this. You see, he's mentioned airplanes. So they're tampering with also airplanes. So many of these airplanes that have fell out of the sky, that have gone missing, they are also involved in this wickedness as well. He mentioned also etc. at the end. So it's just way more than what he has just mentioned here on the list, what they're capable of. So he's not wrong when he said that they're, the most dangerous group in society. He's not wrong. He's actually correct.